Welcome to our virtual meeting Numerang GDG. I'm Omar and I'm here to do introduction to Qwiklabs. Okay, who is Omar? I am learning Python right now and also I am learning Google Cloud Platform. And I also love cats. You can see my social media. You can see me on GitHub at Kibablu and also on LinkedIn, Omar Mohamed. Okay, our agenda for today is what is Qwiklabs? What is it good for? Then we'll do demos to labs, where to get more information about free labs, speedrun, discounts, etc. And then we will be closing our meetup. Okay, what is Qwiklabs? Qwiklabs is a software company that provides hands-on learning environment for leading cloud platform and infrastructure vendors. Example are Google Cloud Platform, GCP, and Amazon Web Services. But our main focus will be on Google Cloud Platform. What is it good for? What is it good for Qwiklabs? Qwiklabs offers step-by-step instruction to learn a popular cloud service. As I mentioned, our focuses will be on GCP. Just different use cases and train teams and individuals to become cloud experts. We will be spinning those VMs and try many services that GCP offers for their customers. Okay, enough of talking. Let's do the real thing. Qwiklabs. If you don't have an account, you can go to qwiklabs.com, then you click to join and you join. I have already have an account, so let's just go straight into it. Okay, let's do this. Club credits. When you sign to Qwiklabs, you can see your learning here. These are my quests that are in progress. As you can see, not many that I have finished. These are recommended. Here is a navigation. You can come to catalog and see the whole the quests that are offered in GCP. Here is my learning the quest and lab that I have completed. You can see I've completed quite a lot of labs here. These are whole quests. If you can go back here, these are whole labs that I have completed. We can go back here. If you there is an option for you to make your profile public. When you make your profile public, people can see your progress. If I click here, you can see I have completed 358 labs, 9 completed quests, and you can share your success on LinkedIn here. If you click here, a quest is you can think of a quest that have so many labs in it. And here, if you click here, you can get information about your subscription. Okay, let's do a lab on a tour of Qwiklabs and the Google Cloud Platform. The interface for Qwiklabs is like this one. Some Qwiklabs will offer a checkpoint where you can check and see if you got point. It will be like uh, it will be like some what is it? After let's say after you have completed the task, there will be like a checkbox. You click and you see if you completed all the tasks, and also there will be a navigation or a hamburger menu here that will show your scores. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay, now let's create an account to Qwiklabs. Here we go to sign in. We sign in with okay, sorry. We join. Then we say our first name. Company. Let's go example. Password. Let's a simple password for demo. What is the demo 2020? I'm not a robot. Okay, create account. Yes. Okay. And please click in many more accounts. Okay, we are in. Okay, after you have created an account, you can see this is your workspace, all the lab that you can do. These are labs from Google, these are labs from, like you can see here, some from AWS. We are much interested on GCP. Here is your subscription. If you click here, here is my name, here is my email, my credits. You can see I have 0 credits. Here is my profile. You can go home. Here's the catalog. You can see the quest. A quest is a combine of many labs that you can do, and when you finish like the labs that in the quest, then the quest will be completed, and we are interested in this one. Like I see it's 45 minutes, it's free, and we can do it. Let's have a 2 hour Qwiklab. Here's an introduction. What is Qwiklab? But we can skip that. Okay, here is a start button. What a Qwiklab is, it will provide us with our own credential that we log in to GCP. You just copy a username here and the password that I've generated, and yes. You confirm anything, everything, sorry. Now we are logging to Google Cloud Platform. You can see here Google Cloud Platform. We have to accept the terms before we proceed. Okay, agree. Continue. I don't want any emails on this. Okay, here is the console. You can call it console UI for Google Cloud Platform. Here's the navigation menu. Here is the home button. You can see the project name, the project ID. We can confirm that our project ID is the same as for the Qwiklabs project ID here. You can see they are the same, and with 99F4 and 99F4 you can also confirm here. If you have like many projects, you can come here and click the project that you want. Awesome. So here. Okay, here are the services that Google offers. We can see them. Let's go to the labs and follow the instruction. Okay, overview. GCP is a suite of cloud services, blah blah blah. I'm not going to read all of them. Okay, what we learn? We learn about Qwiklabs platform, identify key features of a lab environment, learn about and possibly purchase Qwiklabs credits, learn how to access GCP console, learn about GCP projects, learn how to use GCP navigation menu, learn about primitive roles, IAM, learn about Cloud Shell and run commands, use tools that are pre-installed in Cloud Shell. We are going to look at Cloud Shell. What is Cloud Shell? Okay, this is an introductory level. Then is introductory level, and the first lab you should take if you are not familiar with GCP. Okay. Features and components of Qwiklabs, details of topic and explain level. All Qwiklabs share a common interface with lab that you are taking should look quite similar to the following. Some labs do have these scores here, some do not have, but they have the time. They can tell you which time is remaining for the lab, and when the time ends, you cannot access to GCP. We have already started the lab and the time, credit, time here, scores, purchasing. If you want to purchase, you go to here, buy credits and subscription, then you can select your subscription. Right. We have already started our lab. Okay, let's test our understanding. This builds a temporary environment in GCP. Start lab battle time, score credits. Okay, what is happening? I think I have to go back. Okay. This build center start. Oh, you are right. Once your time reaches, you will lose access to temporary. This is true. Once the time reaches 00, or when we end the lab, then we don't have access to temporary GCP environment. Some labs have tracking which score your completion hands-on. Yes, some have, some do not have. In order to receive completion credit for a lab that has tracking, you must complete the required hands-on lab activities. This is true. Accessing the GCP console. You can see we are already in GCP console. When you click the start button for the lab, you are presented with this kind of interface. You open, then you paste in the username and the password that Qwiklabs provide for you. Then when you provide them, you are going to be you're going to log into GCP. Okay, what is a GCP project? A GCP project is an organizing entity for your Google Cloud resources. It oftentimes contains resources and services. For example, it may hold a pool of virtual machine, a set of database, and a network that connects them with one another. Projects also contain settings and permissions which specify security rules and who has access to what resources. Here is our project. This one, Qwiklabs. This is a project ID. This is a project name. A project ID is provided by you. Is it provided by you? Let's see. It is provided by Google, I think, if I'm not wrong. A project is a unique identifier that is used to link GCP resources and APIs to your specific project. Project ID are unique across GCP, meaning that there can only be one. Okay, our GCP project ID are unique. There can only be one, this one. You cannot create a project ID with the same ID. Username and password. Already done that one, you accepted. Okay, test our understanding. What field is not found in the connection details panel? This one. This one. System admin. I doubt. GCP project ID. This one here. Password here. Open Google. Yes. This one. The username in the connection detail panel. This is your username, which resembles Google student. This one is the GCP I am or identity access management. This is true. Now that we have signed to our digital understanding project. As you can see, you have a project that has name and a number. This one. This is a project name. This is a project ID. Like this one, with all we have access to all the projects that are in our organization. This is our organization. We don't have our own organization. An organization looking for anything you build with Qwiklabs platform. Qwiklabs resources is shared read-only with all Qwiklabs users, meaning you won't be able to delete or modify it. It's true. Qwiklabs resources is the project where you run all of your lab steps. And that's not true. We run on GCP. Okay. Here's our navigation menu. You can see the product that Google offer. If you click to marketplace, you can see the products that Google offer marketplace. Let's like search lamb. This one lamb. Yes. We can see here marketplace. We can launch it and ready for use. This is marketplace, and they have so many. This is your billing. When you create a project, you have to link with a billing account, but this is Qwiklabs. They have their own configuration. We don't have to link with a billing account. This is a API and services. Before using any services on GCP, you have to enable APIs, but for Qwiklabs, you already enabled. Here you can search any, any APIs like let's say oh my goodness. Oh my, why doesn't work? Yeah, you can click enable. This is support. This is I am identity. Anything you do in Qwiklabs, you must assign like roles for who, what can do what on which resources. Like if you have an organization, the developer team, the finances team can do what on your GCP project. If we have if we have members here, like let's see our this one student. We sign with it. We have an editor role and viewer role there. We can edit anything in this not anything. This role you can discuss it more on the other meetup. We have service accounts. Where is it? The service account. Service account is like a server to server authentication. Like you want to authenticate to your VM to talk to VM that's hold like my SQL server. Then we have security answers, reCAPTCHA, compute. We have App Engine, Compute Engine, Kubernetes, Cloud Function, all are services that Google offers for compute. For storage, you have Bigtable, data storage, file store storage, blob, SQL, Spanner, menu store, data store. This is for networking VPC. Anything you do in GCP, you have to link for networking. These are virtual private networks. We have firewalls, routes, shared VPC, serverless. We have network services. We have load balancing, DNS, CDN, NAT, hybrid network services, network security. We have operation monitoring for to monitor your apps when you deploy them, debugging, tracing, logging, profiler, error reporting. We have tools, cloud build, cloud task, container registry for Docker images, artifacts, cloud scheduler, deployment manager, endpoint, identity, source repo, like GitHub. We have big data composer, data prop, PubSub for subscription and topics, data flow, IoT, BigQuery for data warehousing, data catalog, data fusion, healthcare, life sciences, data prep, prepare your data. And we have artificial intelligence, we have data labeling, AI, natural language, recommendation, table talents, all these services that Google offers. Okay, we have done looking for the compute storage. We did those roles and permission. Okay, a role, we have role viewer permission for read-only actions that do not affect state, such as view. We have roles editor, all viewer permission plus permission for action that modify states, such as changing existing resources. Then we have roles owner, all editor permission and permission for the following manager roles and permission as the owner of the project. Okay, let's test our understanding. Offers quick access to the platform services and also outline its offering. Stack driver, navigation menu, compute, network, all our services on navigation menu. Primitive roles set project level permission unless otherwise specified. They control access and management to all GCP. So you say this is tricky. This is for roles. We have primitive, predefined, and custom. Primitive roles set for project level permission. This is true. Provides all viewer permission plus permission for action that modifies state, such as changing existing resources. Provides all viewer permission. We know that the editor role has the permission of viewer plus permission, which is an editor role. We have looked for API and services. We looked for YouTube, Diagflow. Okay, test on. And when you start a lab in Qwiklabs, you need to enable APIs in your GCP project. This is not true for Qwiklabs because they are already enabled for many services, but you may sometimes see that some labs that you must start you must enable for enable API for services, but many of the labs are already enabled. So this is or Cloud Shell. Let's talk about Cloud Shell. This is a Cloud Shell. It's an interactive command line. All things that you can do in the console here, you can also do in the Cloud Shell. Let's open the Cloud Shell. Let's continue. We can open in a new browser here, but let's just have it here. It also has an editor. You can open an editor here. You can also have restart, upload a file, download, change a port here, settings. Okay, we can test cloud. The command for Qcloud is for Google Cloud is Qcloud. It's up for Qcloud and services. Let's say we want to test the instances. Qcloud compute compute list. To list all instances that we have in our project. I have to enable the API. Okay. I'm sorry, we are not. This lab is not enabled to project. Is not enabled to access the compute APIs. Okay, we will do a lab and we'll show you how to create an instance in the command line. We can see what is Qwiklabs ls. Then we can say card card. Wow. Okay. Welcome to Google Cloud Shell, a tool for managing resources hosted on G-Cloud platform. The machine comes pre-installed with G-Cloud SDK and other popular developer tools. Your Cloud Shell provide you with 5 GB home directory will persistent across session, but the VM is ephemeral. What ephemeral means is that when we restart our Cloud Shell, everything is gone. Like here, you say, and it will be reset approximately 20 minutes after your session, and no single change will persist beyond that. The cloud help if you want to get it from the command, just type gcloud help. Okay, let's see the it's come with many developer tools. Let's see. We have already have Meet, Python 2, on 2020. Python, let's try here. Yes, we have also that. Okay, let's go back. Mm, This will list the authentication for this project. We are authenticated as student.net here. This one. Okay, we can create a text file. Let's use nano. Text .txt. And this way. Hello cow. We save a control X, then Y, hit enter. We can't say hello world there. We can also upload a file. Let's upload the file from our desktop. GCP. Okay, if we ls, you can see GCP. If you see what we got there. Hey, this some text here. Q to quit. Okay. Okay, we can end our lab now. So end our lab. Remember, if we end our lab, if we end our lab, if we end our lab, then we don't have access to GCP. We can convert them on. Boom, we are done. Okay, to our next lab. Here we are going to create a virtual machine, sorry, for, on Google Cloud platform. It is recommended to open this lab on incognito mode, that so that you are not billed, or it gets into your account. Okay, let's start the lab. I have a subscription. Yeah. Okay, let's start. We put our credential that Qwiklabs have provided for us temporarily. Then we sign in to Google Cloud. Okay. We accept everything. Okay, we are in. Let's go back to the instructions overview. You can read them. What we'll do, we create a VM with the GCP Cloud Console. This one is a Cloud Console. This one, all of this. Sorry. Then we create a virtual machine with gcloud command line. We'll use gcloud command. We'll use a gcloud shell. Let's activate it. Then deploy a web server and connect it to a virtual machine. Then we will deploy a web server. Okay. I like to open in a new window so we can get enough. And then we collapse this one. Continue. Okay, setup. This is how you set up. We already done it. Button sign in, activate cloud share. Okay, let's activate cloud share. You want to activate the cloud share to use the current project. Sometimes if you have many projects, the cloud share doesn't know which project you are working on. The project, then the project ID. We can find our project ID here. This is our project ID. Copy, or here. This is our project ID. The same. And yeah, here is our project ID linked in this Cloud Shell. Okay, you can list the active account name with this command. The active account that is using the project. This is the active account. This one. We are signing this one, a username. Okay. We can list the project, the kind of that we are working on. You can see the project, and this is our project, same as this one, same as this one, the project ID. Okay. Understanding regions and zone. GCP has regions, zones, and multi-regions. Okay. You can see here US Central 1A is a zone, US Central 1 is a region, then like US is a region, Europe is a region, Asia is a region. Resources that live in a zone are referred to as zonal resources. Virtual machine instances and persistent disks live in a zone. Touch. Okay, we're not going to read all of them. We are going to create our virtual machine. Okay, we go here to the console. This is our navigation menu. This is a home page. Can get the information about your spending, your billing here. This is your billing. These are APIs. Is a navigation menu, and we go to compute, and we are interested in compute engine. Then VM instances. We are creating a VM. Okay. You create, then we name it Qwiklabs. Yes. Qwiklabs. Okay. Region, we use US Central 1 hour or Mumbai. Let's use to US Central 1. Okay, sorry. You can see all the regions here. America, we have this region, Europe, these regions, Asia, these regions. We are interested in US Central 1A and zone. Zone C. Remember, zone is a permanent. Is a permanent, and the region is a permanent. We cannot edit when you create a VM. If you want to shift a VM from one region to another, you have to create a snapshot. Then you create a VM from a snapshot. Okay, region. This is a machine type. We have general, memory based. If you want to do a heavy memory compute, we're just going to do with general series N1. Let's recommend. This is a machine type. You can see we have micro is small N1 up to 160 vCPU and 3.6 TB memory. Okay, we are going to do with machine type. We are going to 2 vCPU to this one. Boot disk new 10 GB persistently. Okay, boot disk. This is the boot disk where we want our VM to boot from the OS. Okay, we have. If you want to change from other images, you can come here. We have public images, custom your own images here. We have snapshot. We have existing these public images. We have Debian, CentOS. We have variety here. We have Red Hat. We have Ubuntu, open source. So we're just going to Debian here. Let's cancel. You do for and stretch. Okay, and here is identity and API access services account. We're just going to use the default one, compute engine default service account. We are going to allow default access. This VM it will allow to access the default. Then we are going to allow firewall check allow. This one will automatically create firewall rule to allow the traffic on port 880. We are going to allow this one to allow to allow traffic for incoming. If we don't allow, then we will not have an incoming traffic. When you can expand, here this is management, description, labels, automation. You can automate, like have a startup script. When you want to boot an OS, it just boot or you automate to boot with some configuration that you want, like Docker, maybe Apache, or to install Apache, Nginx. Yeah, metadata, startup scripts for starting, for stopping. Then you come for security, disk. You want if you want your disk to remain when you delete a VM, you can uncheck here. But for this lab, let's keep it the way it is. Then we have networking. You can have network tags that will apply to that tags. Let's say we have a VM that have web servers tag, then all those those that have web server tags will apply the same firewall rules. This is our network. We are just going to use the default network, the subnet of a mayoral network. Nothing. We're not going to change anything. We are going to do the command line. If you want to see the command line for this console that we have done, you can create here command. You can click here, then you can see the command that we will run. We'll do the same work as we will be doing the console. For now, we'll just and close and create. Okay. Yes, so it is spinning. Now we are spinning a VM in Google, somewhere in US Central C. Yes, wait. Here is the notification. You can see it's so completed. You can see all the activity that you are doing. Okay, it's up and running. And now we are installing Nginx. We click this SSH to connect to our VM, and it will open a new window. Let's wait for it. As it went, let's copy this sudo su to give us access for root user. Yes, we are in. Then we can just as the root user update. Yes, update our. Yeah, we are hacking. Up. Okay, we are installing Nginx. Check that Nginx is running after we have. Let's see from either road Nginx and Yes, we're seeing the same thing. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we can go back to our console and see we have our Nginx. Here, remember we allowed an incoming traffic. If we click here, you should see our welcome here. Yay! Welcome to Nginx. We have installed Nginx to our VM. We can check our progress here and see if we are right. Yes, you also come here. If you run step, you can see you get 50 points. Okay, we can now create a new instance with Qcloud. Remember the cloud shell that we opened earlier? This one. We can create a VM through here now. We created earlier through console, this one. Now we create through command line. Okay, we are going to copy this command. Gcloud compute instances creates what this command, it will create a VM called GCLab2 and the machine type is N1 standard N1 and zone. We are going to specify our zone. Okay, replacing the zone with one of the zone traces given earlier. Let's go back and grab another zone. New. Let's grab this one. This one. Copy. Okay, let's go back here and refresh. We should see that our GC ELAB2 is being created. Let's wait. Oops. Sometimes this lab that is only acceptable to create VM on a certain zone. So let's just go back and grab this one. Yeah. Okay. Sometimes you get error because this lab have limits or I don't know quotas. You're only allowed to create some resources on a certain regions. You don't allow to create on another regions. Okay, let's refresh here. Okay, here is our another VM. Okay, let's go back to here. Let's check our progress. Yay! Now we have 100 over 100. Okay, this instance have a default. If we click here, you can see the detail that this VM has. You can see the instance ID, machine type, zone, the nick, the default, the quick access scope. If you want to edit, and you'll see which option you see. We cannot edit the zone. We can edit the network, the firewall, network tags, and etc. Cancel. We don't want to edit anything. Okay. Okay. Let, let's try to SSH our new newly created VM from our cloud. Oh, not from a cloud shell, from our this one. Let's exit this. Don't equals yes, sorry, one. Remember, we are on GCE here. SSH. We want to SSH to the newly created VM. Yes, I want to continue. Let's wait and see. Yeah. Insufficient permission. We don't have to SSH to that. But if you want to SSH, I'll just go back here and click SSH, and you should be able to SSH here. Okay, we can exit from SSH. I want to show you something earlier that I showed about this. If we delete this one, let me show here. Here the disk. See here and the disk. See, we have the disk of our VMs, and these are the other. We have instance group images. These are all disk. If we go back to VM, the instances, when we delete this one, we are deleting. Let's go back to disk and refresh. You see, it is also deleting the disk. Remember, we did not uncheck for deleting. But if you want to have your disk, when you create a VM, you uncheck the VM. So when you want to create another VM, you just come here for disk and create a VM from here. Create an instance. Okay. It is deleted. Okay, let's test our knowledge. Through which of the following ways you can create a VM through a web console? Logical, both. We did both. Okay, congratulations. Okay, let's end our lab. Let's not wait for this to delete this in our lab. We'll give them. Okay, let's sign out. Okay. And we are done. Okay, let's recap what we did. We created a VM through console. We also created a VM through Qcloud or Cloud Shell. We also did web with server, or we also saw how to connect to an SSH, to connect to a VM through an SSH. We also saw that we can delete a VM, and that's it. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us, and have a good week and be safe out there. Thank you.